Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are signing in from. Um, I hope you guys can hear me. I have a new AirPod. I do hear some drilling going on up, but I have these soundproof ones, so I hope it's going okay. Um, I am just checking out somebody told me to look at my phone to make sure that I'm live, and for some reason I can't see it. All right, so I'll just have to rely on my computer. Okay. I am today going to talk about, and not just talk about, to help you learn how to let go of your traumas using Qi Gong. So my name is Supeng Negrin, and I am a Qigong healer and an acupuncturist. And I teach people how to use the power of their Qi to be in charge of their energy. So important, because we don't want to give the brain the power, which seems to be dominating our lives. You are the CEO. It is not your brain. I want you to just remember that, and you say to yourself that I am the CEO and not my brain. So let's get back to releasing trauma. If this is difficult for you and you have a hard time doing this, please type in the comment hashtag let it go. And if you're watching this on replay, do me a favor, type in hashtag replay, let it go. Why is it so important? This constant brewing of energy, or the constant brewing of the thoughts that we have in our head, creates a lot of negative energy. And this energy lands in your body somewhere. And everybody, it's a different place. Some people, it's in their jaw, TMJ, lower back pain, neck and shoulders is a big one, and the chest. A lot of people have anxiety, right? It lands in the chest as well as in their stomach. That's a big one. And so that energy lands somewhere. And when we have, and the reason for that is that, so when we have this negative thoughts and we constantly brew about it, this energy gets stuck. It actually blocks your blood flow, your oxygen, your fluids into a particular area, wherever your part is, and it strangles it. And that area gets disease. You know, like when you have a lawn, actually I saw it this weekend in my own lawn, where one part of your irrigation system is blocked. Well, there's not enough fluid or water getting through it, so you'll see that part of the lawn is more disease, it gets yellow, and then it dies. So that's what's going on in your body. And what I did was I spent so many years treating the disease on people, and including myself. And that's really important to do, because once it gets disease, of course we want to do that, but what we need to do is figure out, well, what caused it in the first place? And the first place is up in here. We have the trauma, we can't stop thinking about it, and it gets stuck in here, and then that translates into blocked energy, as I mentioned earlier. And that blocked energy then causes disease. So what we need to do is we have 3 different locations that we actually have to address. And the first thing we have to address is the actual disease. No doubt. It's what I've been doing all these years. But then what we have to do is we also have to change our mindset. And that's what a lot of people are doing now, right? We want to change the perspective. But what about the energy that the mind created then to cause this blockage inside of us? And right now in the West, we're calling these neural pathways. And these neural pathways are something that our mind has created, and through habitual thinking, it's created this neural pathway. And what we're saying now is, okay, in order to change that, we need to create positive habits, positive thinking. But that's really hard, because these positive thoughts are now fighting our negative brain. Our brain is negatively biased. Hi, Linda. Oh, I'm sorry. She said she just found me. So I hope other people haven't been having this problem because people aren't showing up. But I'm glad you're here, Linda. Thank you so much. Sorry you missed the beginning, but you can watch it on replay. So back to these neural pathways that we have set from bad habits and bad thoughts. And what we're trying to do now is, okay, let's create positive habits and positive thoughts so we can correct it. And that makes a lot of sense, but think about it. It took us, I don't know how many years, 10, 20 years to develop these negative neural pathways. In order to offset that, we now have to think positively or bring ourselves into positive thoughts and forget the trauma for nearly that amount of time. So that's really hard. So what we want to do is we want to address this energy that that negative thought has created, which you're calling neural pathways, I'm calling just Qi. And once we start to clear that Qi, now we can then start to address the positive habits and the positive reinforcement, because we no longer have this neural pathway or this Qi that's keeping us locked. So it's really important when we have trauma, right? We're going to repeat it again. We experience trauma, our brain continues to relive it over and over and over again, and then that translates into negative energy inside of us, and that negative energy blocks flow, strangles us, it's constricting us, it's reducing blood flow and oxygen and air into an area. Then that part of the body slowly deteriorates because it's not getting enough nutrients, and that's how disease starts. So in order to unwind that, of course, we want to address the disease, which is really important. And the next thing is we have to address the actual energy that caused the blockage, and that's where the Qi comes in. And then once we clear that, then we can work on the perspective of our mind. And what's great about Chinese medicine is it actually addresses all three levels. It addresses the physical disease, the energy that caused it, and our mindset so that we can reshift it. And after all these years of addressing the low level, which is what I call the actual disease, I became interested in how to stop the disease from happening in the first place, because that's so important. Because if I'm just addressing the disease and I'm not addressing the energy blocking and then also changing my mindset, then what's going to happen is I'm going to get disease all over again. So I figured out a way how to address all three of those things with one tool, and that tool is called Qi Gong. That is the base of what I do, and it's so amazing. So today I thought we would address anxiety, which is a big one these days, right? With all the health concerns and the pandemic going on. And I'm going to choose where I feel a lot, where I see in a lot of my patients, and it's right here in the chest. They really feel the anxiety in the chest. And what we're going to do is we're going to use Qi Gong to clear that and then bring in the positive energy to shift it. And we won't have time to talk about how to shift your mindset, because that's a whole nother level. But if we just do these two things, you'll actually feel so much better. All right, I hope everybody is ready. And Linda, you're just joining me. So type in hashtag let it go, because that's what we're going to do today. Whatever you have going on, we're going to let it go out of your body. All right, let's get started. All right, let it go. I like it, Linda. I'm going to tilt this down a little bit. Linda, I'm just going to do a sound check. So I'm going to stand back here, and this is the level of my voice. Can you just type in whether you hear me? I think you should, because these are new AirPods. Okay. Takes a while to get it. Okay, so I'm just going to assume that you hear me. All right. So the very first thing I do is we just want to do a grounding breath, right? We want to get settled into our Qi Gong. So I just go down and I grab the Qi through my nose. Up, I let it lift me up, all the way up, and then I let it descend and drop. Now I'm grounded, and my intention today is to clear this energy in my chest, which is where a lot of people experience their trauma. They can't let go. It hurts their heart. First thing I'd like to do is just start to do a gentle bounce with our knees. And allow my arms to sway back and forth. I'm just loosening up. It's like all those little pebbles that are inside me kind of getting stuck. I'm just kind of loosening them up like we do, you know, as little kids. I used to do this all the time, gravel. Just kind of move the rocks around, loosen it up from the dirt. That's all we're doing. We're not thinking, we're just letting it go. And you can do the rate and intensity that feels good. Allow your body just to bounce. And now let's come to a gentle stop. And you'll notice in between each transition, I always take a moment just to feel the sensation of my body. Hopefully your body is tingling, because as we've loosened up the blockages, you now have air flowing down into your thumbs, into your fingers, into your shoulders, and that's scintillating. And the next thing, now that we've loosened it up, let's loosen up some of the energy in our chest on a physical level. So you can do this by tapping, right? Just go in there, tap across your chest, go around your breast, go down your arm, because that's where we want to send the energy. We're directing the energy. We're saying, move out of here and out and down. And now let's do the other side. Tap around, and then down your arm, which happens to be the heart channel. Down. And hopefully your body's tingling. It should. We've just patted it, got the energy glowing, got the blood moving. And now we're going to incorporate the ha sound, which we learned a few weeks ago, to release the energy of the heart. And remember, we're going to pull this in. You're going to inhale. And you're going to turn your palms out and go ha. Inhale, bring the energy in. And it is that same energy that's going to do the ha sound and push the toxic energy out of your chest and out down your arms. Again. Notice how I go concave. I curl in. I'm extracting all that energy, turn my palms out, and go. And notice on the exhale, when I breathe out, my body opens up, lightens up. Again, inhale. One last one. Bring your arms to the side. Hopefully you're feeling a little emptier, a little lighter, I should say. Now that we've moved some of the toxic energy out, what do we want to do? We don't want to leave it empty. We want to fill it with really positive chi. So now we're going to take our arms out. We're going to grab the chi. Inhale, bring the chi up. And then on the exhale, let the chi just go through you from the head down, down. Let it float through you until it reaches deep down into the earth, and hopefully the chi is expanding and relaxing your body. Remember, we don't want to let all the chi out of our breath. So much of it we want back in our body. Inhale. Raise high. Feel the chi, and then let it descend. Bring it down. And as it goes through you, it's inflating. And it's also releasing some extra residual energy that may have gotten stuck. The breath is an amazing thing. It can do so much. Again, let's inhale and let it flow through you. And the more relaxed you are, the more it will go through every nook and cranny in your body. And now let's feel this beauty, this place of peace. Always spend a few seconds, a few minutes at the end, feeling the chi, letting it settle. Like you just had a great chi meal. And now we go into prayer position, and we just want to be so thankful to the universe for sending us this chi, and reminding ourselves, I am chi, chi is me. I like to take one satiating breath, nice inhale, because my body's so much more open, and I go, ah. And I open my eyes. The world looks different when I do this. It's just beautiful. All right. Okay, continue doing this every day, and if you like what I do, please continue to share this, but most importantly, do this work for yourself. Because yes, we all need more light in this world, but remember, it really starts with you. The light starts with you inside. And it's really hard to see that light when we've clogged it up with all this negativity, all our memories. Because remember, once your trauma that you've experienced is over, so should the negativity. We can release this, and this is how we do it. So if you like what I'm doing, please invite your friends, share, like, comment, and I love questions. And if you feel great about it, then let me know that too. Okay, have a lovely week, everybody, and I'll see you next week.